Look at your little face. I don't know if I'd use ice attacks on the ice Snow White Wyvern. What's it doing, dancing? You're bad at this? No way! Everyone's better than me at Dragon Age. His loot is in his butt. Where's this dragon? Who is this dragon, Tegan? I think it's over there. Vivian, that wasn't so difficult. There is a dragon somewhere around there. Why? Well, I don't think I'm that great a player at this. I really don't. Vivienne! Vivienne! I have the heart of the wyvern. Dorian!
Questions.
I should go.
As you wish.
Why doesn't Dorian talk much?
The Inquisitor's work is
I want him to make the comment about
I
Cullen.
should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me. What's on your mind?
I should go.
You know where I'll be. Questions.
Tegan! I am.
Go.
I'm forever running over hills, yelling, Tegan! Who is this woman, Tegan? Who is this dragon, Tegan? Who is this Vivian, Tegan?
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern? I've brought you the heart as requested. Inquisitor, you are a treasure. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I'd completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through. This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne,
Yes, darling.
it's going to be all right, my love.
My darling? Bastien?
Vivian, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Dat bear, though. Why did you say desk? Oh god. That desk, though. Very sturdy desk that I would gladly test again and again. I almost ran the wrong way because I don't know where I'm going anymore. Love how when stuff happens, sometimes your Inquisitor only reacts with, well, shit. I know. Well, in their situation, wouldn't you react the same? Sometimes you just have nothing to say, or you don't know what you could possibly say. To desk.
If you require any assistance.
Is this a youth serum? I've never seen alchemy this complex. Where did she get it?
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a
Evelyn
definite
talks
youth,
like that didn't happen
and
to her.
any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Hat of Majesty. And the Enchanter's Seat. Oh, I hear this is like the best throne. I'm curious. Wait, is it an actual hat? Oh my. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's only for her. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, wait, I can't. Because I fail. What is the difference? What is the difference? Oh, you actually can see the difference, kind of. So that's the difference? Cool. I forgot to take that off, didn't I? So do you still see it? Oh, you still see it. Okay. That was weird.
Yes?
Nothing. Bye, Vivian. Where am I headed now, Liliana? Liliana! That helped. Oh! Well, plants. That happens sometimes. Let's go help Liliana. Oh man, time to see my work. How far along am I in this game? Pretty far. Pretty far ahead. I would think from what I remember. My first playthrough of this game was like over 100 hours. So...
just as I remember it. You didn't tell me you'd been here before. After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place. It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's
Leliana!
still with us.
Leliana like this
This
bitch.
is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor
Nice to
here?
meet you.
My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
By the way, how perfect is it? Evelyn, stop being so pretty. I can't. I'm freaking out over my own character. How perfect is it that I am eating dragon fruit while playing Dragon Age, huh? Huh? Yeah.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh,
Maybe I should have made the joke there.
I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here.
And I tried also changing Evelyn's hair,
Justinia's letter
and it just
came with
didn't work.
instructions for me.
I tried different hairstyles, and I was like, nah.
Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. Have no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength
Not here.
lives in an open heart.
You must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
I stare up at the bridge sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
Beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000.
Solve the clue that light has no fear of darkness.
Yes. Spectacular, isn't it?
What
Oh.
was that?
Looks like we opened something.
Well, shit.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
What?
Leliana, stop! What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard
Why
of
is the Inquisitor always,
An
who is
experienced
this woman, Tegan?
She never agreed with Justinia.
Who is
but
this
kept
Grand
her ideas
Cleric
to
Tegan?
herself.
That's the
I
second time
suppose
she's
now,
done that.
with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Oh god,
Release
I'm
her,
scared.
Liliana. She is no threat.
The Grand Cleric.
She is one woman. We
I'm
are
so
the
scared.
Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has
Oh,
spoken.
Liliana, thank goodness.
Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming.
I love you, Liliana. Oh, that scared me.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The Divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Oh, musical, I had that happen in my first playthrough, and I got wrecked emotionally. So, yeah.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself.
Oh.
There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
What do you mean, bug? What bug? You mean a bug with Liliana? I'm so proud of her. No, it depends on your decisions and what you told Liliana to do. Not necessarily a bug. If you told her to do certain things earlier on in the game, that's what thoroughly fucked you over. Your choices do affect what Liliana does there. Let's go check on her.
Here is the request Harriet made. Please have him.
Well, let's think back to the very first time where you can affect Liliana's change. Is after you first talk to her in Haven, a scout comes up. Oh.
Has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
Sorry. A scout comes up and tells her that somebody has betrayed them. Do you remember that? At the camp? She said one of her scouts has betrayed the team. I think she also said he got a bunch of the men killed.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
So if you didn't stop her then, or you just stayed silent, that counts. Ah, new friends.
How have you been feeling since Valence? Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
Well, before I would say it's a bug, I would think it's something you said somewhere in the story.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
There's also a time where she talks about her scouts, and you can either say that soldiers are meant to be expendable, or you can say no, they're people too. So that's another decision I think that affects her being in a hardened state or not.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master left hand or bard. I almost lost myself.
Aw, Leliana. Yeah, just be very careful around Leliana and what you tell her, I would think.
At your service.
I hate that she stands up. I'm like, no, please, sit down, enjoy yourself, relax, talk to me.
Anything I should know?
I have nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Lily. Lily, what are you doing? You're dancing. And she's done. I don't think... No, I don't... Wow, I think to plan of attack sounds very close to the last bits, but I think we have some war table stuff to do before anything serious happens. Ooh, I want to check out the new throne. Good thing I remembered. I miss Cullen. Yeah, I can't... Those are the only two examples I could remember for affecting Leliana's personality. I can't remember anything else at the moment. I don't know. There could be more that I'm just not remembering. Maybe it honestly was a bug, but maybe... Definitely try new things in your other... Did I unlock all? Sweet. But... It also kind of looks like... Let me see. Let me see what's so great about this throne here. Superb Staff of the Dragon. Okay. Rifts to close and dragons to eat. Well, not quite either, but... Maybe, but I don't know yet. Because I still have war table missions, and then... This is a great throne. It looks like a dick. I guess when it's all made up, it looks awesome, but right now it just looks like a dick throne.
This is where a smith should
Oops. This one looks kind of cool, but then it's got the lady thing going on. For Reldin. I'll stick with Orlais and the Asari ladies. Oh wait, I didn't check. You didn't want to say what? That it looked like a dick? Penis throne. See, See, and that's so wrong, because then if it's a penis throne, then it's like, let me sit upon the dick. And no. No! Oh, God. Oh, my. Rated PG-13. War table, war table. Josephine.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, baby.
Let's speak later. Farewell.
There we go. I was like, oh, nobody else but musical? There it is. Oh, good time to come back then. Oh, that's great. That's when you came back. Oh, man. Wonderful time to come back. With our help, Guard Captain Aveline took care of Sebastian's forces. Leliana's spies say he has grown deeply impatient and is making plans to retreat. Good. Sebastian, stop it. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat, after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way toward an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenhad, as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. Hooray! I think these are all oh, there's Stop the Rumors, yes, of course. That one I said Josie. No, this is ridiculous.
Let us begin.
Hugh. Hugh. The Inquisition caught the assassin within the Grand Cathedral. After questioning him, it seems 3 different Grand Clerics hired him, each unaware others had done the same. This knowledge, is in the hands of the Chantry, a scandal to end the ambitions of many eyeing the Sunburst throne. The clerics have expressed their appreciation to the Inquisition, which also recovered some interesting items from the assassin. Excuse-moi. Oh, she's busy. I recently became aware of a talented and inventive young blacksmith from the Anderfells. Once we were introduced through my extensive connections, I negotiated a deal to obtain his weapons plans for the Inquisition. Unfortunately, I have just now been outbid by a nobleman from Val Dorma, who maintains a private army. I would hate to lose those designs. Is there anything we can do? Sir Morris, Quartermaster. I could attempt to find a compromise. Knowledge could be shared after all. I'm sure the nobleman will be reasonable. Not participating. The Inquisition's need is greater. Leave this to me. I will have this nobleman persuaded. Oh dear, Leliana, no. Ambassador Montillier. So does that mean... We've never met, but I believe you have, through discreet means, saved me from a most disagreeable connection. As I dislike being indebted to anyone, I shall endeavor to repay you with a new item of some interest. Were you aware that the Grand Duchess of Leeds recently paid a visit to Lake Celestine? Indeed, she stayed an entire fortnight as a guest of Duke Alvin Blanchard of Valmontaigne. In light of her other connections and the curious amount of coin which spread across the region in the aftermath, you may wish to pay him a call. Sincerely, Duke Valère Fontaine. Send our agents in. We can expose his connections to Florian for all the world to see. If Duke Blanchard was conspiring with Florian, the Imperial Court would like to know.
Let's see what we have.
Anything for Cullen? Okay, the issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? Thank you, Cullen. Thank you. We needed the gold. We needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We're not making reparations for doing what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. Do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it should take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put these treaties aside. Or we step forward, not back. No apologies. No stepping back. No stepping forward. No defeating the Reapers. That was for you. What happened with the Wardens gives us some authority, more authority than ever to use the treaties. Like, I agree, but then we do kind of need the allies. After we defeat Corypheus, we don't know, like, if the Inquisition goes on, we're gonna need... Oh, God. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Like, if it's so little to appease them, then, might just go with appeasing them. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weakness in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforet and Montsimard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade, and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Merchants often travel with armed escorts, but civilians require safe shelter. Blah, blah, blah. A safe shelter. We should petition the Chantry for aid. I doubt the army needs the assistance of a full complement of soldiers. My agents can scout the roads and divert travelers away from the worst areas. A chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. Shit.
Inquisitor.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Uh-oh, I'm running out of days. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot imagine the scandal when 6 bags of Tevinter coin were found wrapped in the Blanchard coat of arms and nailed to the chanter's board in Valroyot. It'll be talked of for months. It is disagreeable to think that a cousin of the imperial family could be involved with these horrid venatori. One hardly knows what to think. Your new friends produce the best entertainment. Write again soon. It's been too long since we've had tea. Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. Or Elodie. Elodie. It was an honor to fight alongside the soldiers of the Inquisition. The demons stood little chance. You run an impressive army, Commander. And stay off the desk. Never! Okay, musical. Have a good night. Hey, Far. Welcome. Good to see you. Where was I? Nothing seals an alliance like the bond formed in battle. May we find similar victories together in future. Good. What else did I do? Oh, over here. This was the last one, I think. The liar's songs is all too quick forgot, and at a word her patrons turn aside. I can read. Okay, good. Okay, back to these over here. Blah, blah, blah. My dear Ambassador, Marquise Briala and I wish to convey our fondest wishes to the Inquisitor and all the Inquisition. The Inquisition and all the Inquisition. I think I'm drunk. Although I hope to pay a state visit to Skyhold in the near future, I fear the work of restoring what Gaspard has damaged requires too much of my time at present. My dear Marquise has, however, found a suitable means of showing our appreciation. Her friends found evidence of a venatory plot against a Navarran nobleman, Count Octavian. She believes they intend to ambush him in the roads as he rides to Navarra City to meet with King Marcus. Relations between Navarra and Orlais have never been friendly, and my interference would be taken badly. You, on the other hand, could warn the Count, deprive the Venatori of their victim, and win support for the Inquisition in Navarra at a single stroke. Warmest regards, Celine Valmont. I have contacts in Navarra who could carry our warning to the Count. Okay.
Inquisitor?
Doing it. What else is there that I haven't done? who did I go with on this? Oh, I think I went with Josephine. Josephine. Contact has been made. There are others in service to Corypheus. They were promised immortality in the next world and will spare no action in this one. They cannot fathom abandoning their master, and therefore they cannot imagine me abandoning their master, and that is your opening. I can give you all of these people, and I promise there are names among them, but they will not act, will not reveal themselves without a promise of victory that would warrant risking everything. Give me a target, Inquisitor. Place your people in obvious weakness, a true tactical blunder that would legitimately pain you. It must be thus. They will sense any falseness, reveal your side, and I will reveal the knife, and then you can take it, take them. What? That is my plan. I know what it looks like. Perhaps I have fooled you all along, and now I have simply asked for you to grant me victory. But I play the game, Inquisitor. Will you now play as well? Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon. She is not one of them. Say the word, and a weakness will be known. Make the promise. My people will watch the runners. We will get some of these conspirators, and the only one we will risk is her. She is mad if she thinks we would commit to such a risk. Send her after some gossiping prat instead. I like these two, personally. More. I don't trust Florian. I'm using her as an agent, but I'm keeping my eye on her, so... The only one we risk is her sounds okay.
Let's see what we have.
Let's keep an eye on her. The conflict among the nobles of the Orlesian capital has come to a head. Lady Richelieu has been busy promoting an arranged marriage to solidify the positions of the current players, with considerable status reserved for her as matchmaker. The object is the pairing of Lord de Rosier with Lady Thibault's daughter, Celeste. All who have status enough to speak seem to be in agreement, but we've received a number of letters regarding the matter. My daughter will dutifully comply, but I know her feelings. She will speak to no one. I would have you remind her that we are servants of our chosen world, but it serves us as well. It is her name that is stabilizing this alliance. It conveys power that should not be Mr. Blah 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 blah. The two youths could be marriage enough if this is a currency. The two youths could be marriage enough if other investments encourage Lord de Rosier to withdraw. If you are set on the arranged pairing, Jacin Leandre should be quietly escorted from the city. I would not wish him present. Do we truly need this? I suggest discreet maneuvers in the free marches. A standard retinue, +2. Get the young couple out of range. What? I really don't know. Maybe I'll let Josephine handle that one too, because this is too confusing. My dear Inquisitor Evelyn. Ah, there was no time for us to dance in the Winter Palace, but perhaps I might claim that dance you offered now. You may not be familiar with the Allemande, I don't know. It is the prelude to every great movement in music and in the game. I would be happy to teach you the steps. To begin, the couples form two lines facing one another. The Inquisition defends lordless Hélène Bassin. It might perhaps be considered your property. Be mindful of the steps, my dear. We can take the Dowager's opportunity in a more subtle way if we directly speak to the Comte. Or Hélène is a small basin, and we can easily send in enough troops to defend it from attack. Okay. I really don't know. I'm so lost right now. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm gonna run out of days. I almost disregarded your warning and thanked the Maker I did not. Just as you said, Tevinter brigands ambushed me on the road to the capital. I lost 2 good men in the battle, but I would have lost more had we not been on our guard. I am humbled to admit that I am in your debt. Should you need a favor in Cumberland, you have one. Sweet. Oops, I'm all the way over here. So you need to do this one.
At your service.
Florian's plan went perfectly until ours was enacted even more perfectly. We exposed a number of names allied with the Venatori, although the ease with which they were abandoned suggests there were more to have, but we did it without a drop of our own blood hitting the ground. Aside from the Duchess, who has not been seen for some days, the sudden exposure of her plan may have made her suspect in the eyes of the Venatori. Some might claim it was a shame to use her this way. She would not. If I know her kind, she expected it and would commend that we did it first. Leliana. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. To the leadership of the Inquisition, it comes as a great shock to me that the organization that claims to be defending us from the breach holds an interest in walnut farming. What? Perhaps you intend to throw unshelled nuts into the sky to repel demons? Truly, such matters are beyond my expertise. If you have a legitimate claim to Yelaine, I should like to hear it. Comte Marius de Poisson. De Poisson? Your name is De Fish? De Fish. You dance as beautifully as I remember. Are you ready for the second movement? The blah 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 is typically followed by words in which the steps are much faster. The Comte de Poisson. De Poisson! You're killing me! So enjoyed our last maneuver that he is now racing to petition the Council of Heralds for recognition of his claim to Yelaine. I was the first one he contacted, of course, because while the young man is prone to missteps, he is not a complete fool. He's very likely to reach out to Duke Cyril de Montfort or Duke Germain next. Cyril is the youngest and most persuadable of the council, and Germain is the oldest and most likely to support a claim of any old Orlesian nobility over the donation of lands to a new Andrastian cause. You should make your own move. Allegrissimo. The Duke of Ghislaine already has connections to us. We could speak with him first. Comtesse Montbéliard, the Silver Lady of Chernot, is our best ally here. We should speak with Duke Cyril. By all accounts, he's reasonable. We could win him to our side. To all the derps, kneel! Is the most persuadable? The Duke of Ghislaine already has connections to us, which is true. Let's try. Let's try. I don't really know, but let's try. What else have I got? Blah 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 blah. Resources. Just this. The consequences of Blackwall's lie, which I chose who for? I think I chose busy. I can't choose. Oh, what is? Oh yeah, I didn't know who to choose. Oh, I was choosing Josephine. Okay, gonna be right back really quick, and then change the time and stuff, and do the thing. So one sec, I'll be right back. Neo! Neo! That's not the one I meant to click. This one. The reaction from House Amladaris was so quick and vehement, it can only mean they've known about this scandal in their family for some time. Tree for some time. Centuries, perhaps. Their first response were threats, but after being assured of our serious intent, they quickly changed their tune. Several retainers arrived with a letter for you, Josephine. My dear Inquisitor, naturally these accusations of a connection to those old legends are without merit, and even if that weren't the case, it would have little meaning to my family today. We are Tevinter citizens of good standing, uninterested in whatever this Corypheus has to offer, and will support the Inquisition in its efforts to fight this creature, however. Magister Irian of House Amladaris. Good. Thank you. Are we booping people now? Yes, booping. Biss! Psst! Biss!
Inquisitor?
To whom it concerns, we, the Council of Heralds, declare the Ilen Bazin... Ilen? I think that's how you say it. Bazin... Sorry, I'm reading everything French. The holdings of the Inquisition and all revenues and oaths from these lands should be tendered thus as to a titled lord until such time as the Inquisition is dissolved or the holdings lawfully granted elsewhere. Signed, Marquis Mantillon, Cyril de Montfort, Etienne de Chevin, all these French names, Lothaire d'Aussy, Solange Montbéliard, Laurent de Laurent de Ghislaine, and Germain de Chalon. Wow, I actually got them all to sign things. Lots of French names. Thank you. Oh, Biss is going to sleep. Oh, Nereus is back. You guys. You guys. I really don't know what to pick for that mission, so, Josephine. No! 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 So much going wrong here. There we go. We have sent emissaries with formal apologies. We returned all that could be returned. We paid in kind for what could not. Liliana will store the Grey Warden treaties in the Skyhold archives. I almost said Skyherald. In remembrance of mistakes made and lessons learned. Josephine. Josephine! Take care of this one too, please.
Inquisitor?
What pride had wrought. Oh man, so scared. I think before we start doing stuff like that too, I'm just gonna check in with every character again, make sure there's nothing for them to do. Oh, we haven't talked to Blackwall since he returned. So, we should probably do that. Lord de Rosier was all too glad to receive various concessions to abandon the current squabble in favor of more honorable pursuits. I believe they involve acquiring various trophy animals in bloody fashion that allows a less politically desirable but more personally desired pairing to occur. Ugh. The wedding of Jacin Leandra and Celeste Thibault will bond their families in alliance, to the chagrin of Lady Richelieu, I suspect. Matchmakers only truly benefit when the names are sufficiently grand. The ceremony will take place in the capital. I'm sure it'll be lovely. Okay. Okay. I put it on your birthday? See this? I know. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I know you've been here. I just like to say hi when you guys, even though you guys are here, whenever you pop back into chat, I like to be like, hi. Hi. Varric? This is not what I had in mind when I wanted to speak to Varric.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, actually, but no.
Carry on.
Solas!
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
You didn't finish painting yet. You gotta finish painting, Solus.
Questions.
Oh, Dorian, why won't you
should
talk
go.
to me?
As you wish.
Oh, good night, Biss. Have a good nighty night, Biss. Biss, stow away. Get it, stow away. Okay, no. Oh,
I expected ruins.
what is this?
They
I've never
were.
seen this before.
As you see, the Inquisition has not been idle.
Would it be possible to meet the Herald before we return to Ghislaine?
My dear Laurent, for you, anything.
She's making appointments for me, what?
Allow me to present Inquisitor Trevelyan.
Your worship, you do us great honor.
Inquisitor, this is my dear Bastien's sister, Grand Cleric Marceline, and his son, Duke Laurent of the Council of Heralds.
Madame de Fer has told us what great trials you faced, trying to save my poor brother's life.
The Maker called my father to his side. It was valiant of you to champion him in his final hours.
If only I'd been able to save Bastien.
The Circle of Magi told Bastien many years ago that his illness was incurable. It was simply his time.
Would you mind waiting for me in the chapel, my dears? The Inquisitor and I have business to discuss.
We do?
It has been our very great pleasure, Herald.
We do?
So you've met the family now, and made a good impression in spite of yourself. Well done.
What?
Wait, you talked them into supporting the Inquisition?
Of course I did, my dear. Properly worded, the righteous cause of the Inquisition can be used to great effect with my Bastien's deeply pious relations. With Bastien's loss, I have connections to the Council of Heralds and the highest levels of the Chantry. All thanks to you.
Well, at least everything's worked out for you in the end.
So it has. And well arranged, if I do say so
Wait.
myself. Well, I can't keep Marceline and Laurent waiting. Thank you so much for your cooperation, Inquisitor. I could never have done this without your help.
What? Huh? What? I've never seen that before.
Yes?
Well. Okay, Jonah.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
She's got nothing.
I'll leave you to your work.
I did say check on everyone.
Is there anything you need?
Do you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corythia searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves. Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Actually, I've never... I don't think there's anything.
Inquisitor.
You never know.
What's been going on?
Just relaxing. Taking a breath. You need to sometimes to keep sane.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
How are you saying that with a bottle in your mouth?
We'll talk later.
Hey, boss. How are you?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Empress of fire, save us everyone. The nation revives, the
True
course
enough.
is but run, an end has been
Hey, it's you again.
Empress of fire, believe in us.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Dress us with so
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
I didn't get a certain scene.
There's you, yeah?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
About time we turned around on this Coryphi whatever. Make him feel like he's on the wrong end of the dogs for once, yeah?
Corypheus.
Coryphinus.
Corypheus.
Sack Splash. I know his name. Doesn't deserve the respect of me saying it, does he?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Aww. Kinda sad.
Can't wait, what's on?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Haven't gotten a certain scene with her.
Of course.
He was the boy who was supposed to die. He named himself after the horse.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye. The left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness and wonders why the flower blooms.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye. The left hand blooms on the bush, remembering the light that shone in her darkness. She knows how to sing
Aww. I
again.
think those were about
I'll talk
Leliana.
to you later.
If you like.
Makes sense anyway.
It's good to spend time with
Okay.
you.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
I'll leave you alone, Cole. Let me go find Cullen. Or no, I'm supposed to find...
I don't know.
Whee! Blackwall first. Eh. Oh, she scared me for a sec. I'm like, what? What is she doing?
Maker and Lady. Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
All's well?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things, and that's how I like it.
Farewell.
Make a bit.